Hello, all you positive heads out there. It's so good to be back with all you beautiful reflections of the one source consciousness that creates and animates all things. If you're new to this podcast, of course, we're super happy to have you here. And if you've been listening and enjoying for a while, I would be super grateful if you would please take a moment to give us a review on Apple Podcasts. It's one of the best and simplest ways to pay it forward and help others find the show so that they too can tap into the powerful perspectives and positive vibrations we are collectively emanating. The other unique and magical way to share this show is by sending any friends you think would benefit from listening to this podcast our Game with the Universe link at positivehead.com/game. Also listed in the show notes, which will serve them up a quote-unquote random episode when they click it. Just instruct them before clicking the link to close their eyes for a moment and sincerely ask the universe to queue up the episode that contains the insight and perspectives that they most need to hear at this point in their life journey, and then click to listen to whatever episode is synchronistically served up to them. I have heard time and time again from people about the incredible results they received playing the game. So just tell your friends magical results are guaranteed or their karma back.
All right, all you positive heads, welcome one and all. I am super excited that you've joined me on this magical today. And today I want to remind us all that each and every single day, each and every single moment, we have a new opportunity for a new perspective, to create something new, to look at things in a whole new way. And that is actually what creates our reality. It's our perspective. It's our thoughts. This is how we create. I have many people who come in to see me for sessions, and one of the most common questions I get is, how do I raise my vibration so I can move to the 5D earth? I don't want to stay in the 3D anymore. I want to go to the 5D. This is one of the most common questions that I get. And the answer is continually the same. That answer is that we all need to make the choices each and every day to live in that vibration, to match that frequency of love, of forgiveness, of compassion. When we match that frequency, then we are inevitably going to be living in that frame of reality, because this reality already exists. We're already there. We just don't always see it because we allow ourselves to slip back into our 3D reality a lot. And this is what we're all doing. We're all kind of teetering back and forth through different timelines, making different choices. And with each choice that we make, we wind up in a different frequency, which winds us up in a different timeline. And so we might start noticing that 1 minute something is there and the next minute it's not. And then it might show back up again because we are changing our thoughts, changing our reality that quickly nowadays. And that might seem ridiculous, but a lot of us aren't even noticing it, because if we're able to maintain a certain frequency, then we're going to stay in that frequency. This is a very interesting thing to think about. When people ask about the new earth and when are we moving, the earth has already moved. We're already in these frequencies. And it's a matter of us just matching up to it. The earth is not going to just switch in a single second and we're all going to move and ascend and be kind of crane picked up and placed in another place. That's not exactly how it works. Not at all how it works, actually. It's a very gradual movement. And this gradual movement has a lot to do with our learning process and our choices. So what's the point of living here? What's the point of life? I believe that the point of life here is to make a choice whether we are on a soul's progression of living in service to others, or are we living in service to ourselves? And this is the choice that we're making each and every single day. With every moment, in every choice, this is the choice. Are we making this choice because we want something for ourselves, or do we want to serve the greater whole? Are we making this choice out of love, Or are we making this choice out of fear? And these are the things that we're learning each and every single day. So the point of this life is to make these choices. And in order to make these choices, we have to have all of these different experiences in order to do so. So we need to be presented with all of the different ways where we could make a choice. And then what do we do with that choice? Or what choice do we make? These experiences are so important. And in order to come to this school, we have to go through all of the experiences. In order to understand everything there is to understand here, that means we have to experience it all, having all of the different emotions, having all of the different ways of life, living in all of the different places, looking all sorts of different ways, living in poverty, living wealthy, whatever you can think of. Our souls need to have all of these different experiences in order to essentially graduate and go to the next level. And we're all doing that. Each and every one of us that's here now on this planet has the ability to move to this next level. That's why we're here now, because it's graduation time, because we're all seniors in high school. We're all about to graduate, and we're going to graduate as long as we can continue to stay in this frequency, in this vibration of love, because this vibration of love is where we have moved to. And that is the vibration that is continually solidifying each and every single day. And so if we want to be in that vibration, then we need to be that vibration. And there isn't anything that we need to do outside of ourselves in order to be there or to create that. All of this, all of it happens within. There is not a single thing that you're going to find outside of you except for your mirrors, of course. All these beautiful mirrors in our external environment that are showing us exactly what we need to look at inside of ourselves. And when we can go deep inside, look at these things within ourselves, find the acceptance for them, the understanding, learn to love it, or at least find the love for it, find the love for ourselves, find the compassion for ourselves and for others. Because a lot of times it's so much easier to find the love, to find the compassion for another than it is to find it for ourselves. And this balance is extremely important here. So many of us are working on balance of different kinds. One of the biggest things I see people needing to balance is their ability to just let go of control, let go of the idea that there is any control of the external circumstance. We have no control over the external circumstance. The only thing we do have control over is our own perception, how we view ourselves, and in that reflection of ourselves, we will see in the external environment. But if we are continually looking to the external environment, we won't find our answers there. Unfortunately, as a society, we've all grown up in this way, in this kind of narrative that tells us that we need a savior. And we can thank all of our beautiful religions for that. And you know what? I'm not putting religion down. There are so many good things about religion. And there's so many truths in each and every religion. We can find the real truth in each and every one. It's just many of them have gotten distorted by humans. But when we solidify just the simple concept of each and every one, it's all saying the same exact thing. And that thing is that we ourselves have the power within us, that we are creators within our own selves, that we are one within the whole. And the more we can have that perspective in our daily life, the more we live in this frequency. The more we understand, too, that because I am an immensely powerful creator, I get to decide what my experiences are in terms of how I relate to my experiences. What I mean by that is, we can all experience, say, a car accident and have the same exact type of physical ramifications from that car accident. But one person could have a perspective of, that wasn't so fun. What did I need to learn from that? Why did this happen for me? And the other person could have a perspective of, oh, this was awful. How am I going to go through life? What's next? This world's always coming down on me. So you see how these perspectives on the way we view the things that we encounter in life can change how we live through life, how we experience life. And these are the choices that we have the control over, that we have the power over. It's the only thing that we have any control over is our own thoughts, our own internal environment. And this is where we all need to reside, where we all need to look. I always say that outside of us, it's always wonderful to have a guide or a mentor, but there's not a single person out there that can do it for you. We all need to do this ourselves. So many of my clients say to me, I want to learn how to be more connected to my higher self, but my mind, it's just going all the time, and I'm just constantly overthinking. And I say, well, are you trying to meditate? Well, no, I can't do that. It's really hard to quiet my mind. Well, have you tried? Well, it just doesn't work. Here's the thing with this. It always works. It's about letting go and allowing yourself to just sit and relax for a moment, allowing yourself to just concentrate on your breath. And if we don't take these moments, even just 5 minutes, for that person, for you out there who is saying the same exact thing, because I know that there are so many who feel this way because it's natural to feel this way at the beginning. If you feel this way, take 5 minutes for yourself to sit and focus on your breath. Because if we are not taking the time to quiet our minds, then we will not be able to learn to that very subtle voice, which is our intuition, our higher self. It is necessary to quiet all of that overthinking in order to listen to these subtleties. These subtleties within us are where we have all of the answers. These subtleties within us are also telling us constantly which direction to go, and we typically like to either ignore it or think it's wrong, because this is just what we do as humans. And then so we go and we look outside of ourselves for either clarity, confirmation, affirmation, or answers, or for someone to do it for us. Now, I love affirmation. I love confirmation. It's always wonderful and super helpful along a path. And that is why it's good to have a guide or a mentor. But I want us all to remember that guide and mentor is only holding our hand for a moment. And for the rest of our moments in life, we're standing on our own 2 feet and able to do this on our own because it is within us. So the only way we move to this new earth, the only way we see ourselves and know that we're in this new vibration all the time is when we are living in it, when we are feeling it, when we're feeling each moment, I love this. I love being here. I love my life. I love my experiences. Even though they may not all be stellar all the time, I love my life. I love what I'm learning. Unfortunately, there's a lot of us here who feel like, I just want to get out of here. I just want to ascend. I just want to move to the new earth. And that's going to keep us stuck in the mud, because this reality is a place to learn to love. We got to learn to love it through all the muck and the mire. We have to learn to see the beauty in it, because there is so much beauty in it. There's so much beauty all around us all the time, and we need to choose to see it. Oh, I have such a great example. I just had a picture in my mind. When I was younger, I rented a beach house for the summer. It was something that we used to do in college. Over the summer, we would rent a beach house in the South Jersey Shore. And, we were in college, so we didn't get the best places. And I had this apartment that backed up to an alley that was next to a restaurant that I wound up getting an awesome job at. And we were standing out on the balcony one day, and my boyfriend at the time was with me, and we're looking down, and he sees the trash cans and all this junk and whatever else was down there in the alley. And I see these flowers, these beautiful little, I think they were dandelions, the little yellow dandelions, or maybe they were even like buttercups growing up out of the ground there. And I look at it, I'm just looking down there, and I said to him, look at these pretty flowers. And he said, I'm just amazed that that's what you see. I see the trash. And I said, well, you could choose to look at that, but look at these beautiful flowers. So it's kind of like that. It's all around us all the time. what do we choose to focus on? What do we want to see in our lives? Because it is all around us, all of the choices, all of our decisions, every possible reality, anything we would ever want to create, all around us all the time. Some of us have this fear of the unknown, and that keeps us holding on to our past, holding on to the things that we know, the idea of who we are. This is a really big one, holding on to this idea of who we are. And oftentimes we don't want to change that idea of who we are because it's a fearful thing. It's an unknown. Well, if I'm not this, then what am I? And we can switch that thought too to, well, that's exciting. I can be whatever I want. I can be my true self. I can follow my passions. I can be a whole new me that glows brighter and brighter each and every day because I'm following my joy, because I chose not to live in that fear. The unknown is not a scary place. It's actually a really exciting place. It's filled with infinite potential and possibility. That is a beautiful way to look at the unknown because, yeah, there's stuff. There's always stuff that's going to happen to us in our lives because we're here to learn and we're here to have experiences. And there's nothing that we can do if this experience is chosen for us on our soul path. There's nothing that we can do, no control that we have over having that experience. There is a greater purpose. And yeah, we don't get to choose that. Our soul did. We don't get to choose that in this reality, I mean. And so let it go. We got to let it all go and walk into this nothingness, saunter into it, actually. Just walk in, sauntering in like, yeah, what's here? What's in store for me? This is exciting. If we don't do it, we never know. And we sit in the fear. And if we sit in the fear, we don't move. We don't ascend. We don't get to live in that loving place that we all desire. We don't need to hold ourselves back any longer. We can let all of these notions and ideas of all the shoulds and coulds and guilts and all of the things that we're holding on to, all of the controls, let it all go and decide to move into a new day, a new possibility, new opportunity, a new perspective. Right now, in this moment, we can have this idea, this opportunity, this new perspective. Maybe take something that I said and repeat it because it's a new perspective. We all have these records, these old records that we play over and over in our minds, and it's an old story. And this old story is part of what we need to let go. And it's easier to replace the old story with a new story than it is to just say, bye, old story, I forget about you. It's easier to replace that with a new story, a new idea. And so to sit in those moments of meditation, take that 5 minutes for yourself every single day and tell yourself a new story. To breathe in this unity and oneness that we are, that we live in, that exists all around us. Focus on your heart center and just breathe and tell yourself a new story. Have a mantra. Have something that you say to yourself that tells a different story. Something that I do when I start rolling off in my mind, because yes, that still happens. I am not a master, not at all. I am learning every single day, and I certainly have my moments. And so when my mind starts to spin, I like to catch it, hopefully sooner than later, and say a mantra to myself. Switch that thought, switch the focus. It works every single time. And if you're looking for your own mantra, find it within you. Do not let somebody else give you your mantra. It is yours. It comes from you and your inner being. And when we sit quiet for that little bit and ask, or even ask before going to bed, we will get it. And it will come together and it will feel right. That new story is what we all need to tell ourselves to live in this new vibration, finding the love in every single moment, letting all of the other things go. I think that's going to be it for me today, everyone. I love you all so much. I'm going to leave you with this song by Mom Muse today, Glorious. Until next time, I love you all.
what a day,
what a day,
glorious. Gather round. There's nothing better than a friend. Oh, what a day,
what a day,
glorious. Smell of rain has hitched a ride upon the wind. I've got good friends to the left of me and good friends to my right. Got the open sky above me and the earth beneath my feet. Got a song inside my heart that's singing all in like a seed. Oh, what a day. Oh, what a day.
what a day,
Glorious. All the clouds have gathered round the tops of trees. Oh, what a day,
what a day,
glorious. Pitter patter, falling rain, I can't believe. All that's green lifts up its leaves, singing water, come on in. We've been waiting all these days, praying you would come to quench every yearning in our bones. Water with your life begins. Oh, what a day. Is believing. Has the wings of faith. Is a clear river of perceiving. All is well. Ooh, this is a friendly mystery. Oh, what a day,
what a day,
glorious. Baby blue jay squawking in the cherry tree. Oh, what a day,
what a day,
glorious. Deep in the night we had a raccoon robbery. Pitter patter, little paws have left their footprints all around. Pitter patter, evidence some fruit has fallen to the ground. Pitter patter, sings my heart at the thought of what's to come. What a day. Is believing. Has the wings of faith. Is a clear river of perceiving. And all is well. Ooh, this is a friendly mystery. All is well. Ooh, this is a friendly mystery. Oh, what a day,
what a day,
glorious. Under the sky we slept last night, just you and me. Oh, what a day,
what a day,
glorious. The waning moon, our cycle is almost complete. We've got good friends to the left of us and good friends to our right. We've got the open sky above us and the earth beneath our feet. Never fear, the birds are singing, even endings can be sweet. Oh, what a day. Never fear, the birds are singing, even endings